I'm back on the canal again. I'm going to plan to try the Ned rig as well today on the ultralight gear. I was watching another video on fishing ultralight, but compared to what I'm doing here, he was fishing 3 grams. I'm only fishing about 2 grams here, 2.5 I guess. That's a power Berkeley shad. I'm catching tiny little perch, but I've got some micro Ned rig. I've got some micro Ned rigs. Sorry, that swan's just doing some peculiar movements there. Rather took me by surprise. Yeah, micro Ned rig, and I'm going to see how they work. I've also come back here because the water is so clear. See, I saw a fish take that then. You can actually see the fish and you can watch how the lure works. So I'm going to try the shroom head and the TRD. That's a tickler thing, I think it's called. Sort of tubey type. That's the smallest TRD you can buy, I think, or shroom head I should say you can buy. I bought that in America when I was over there bass fishing, and I'm not expecting to catch a great deal, but it's very good because I can watch the action of it on the bottom. Yeah, that seems to put the best action into it, is just tiny little twitches with the rod tip. It's probably about 3 grams and it casts like a demon on this outfit. In fact, look, I've got a slight overrun there because I haven't reset the brake. So I had a small perch on the TRD. Thought I saw a bigger fish just then, but no, it's just something on the bottom. So, Grand Union Canal is full of crayfish, American signals, and there's the proof of the pudding. One very dead crayfish, but one very large crayfish. You can imagine the damage that something like that does to the ecosystem. So, another location with the micro light. So my impression so far, this rod, which is called a Skmially, Skmially, which I've said before, but it's a 6 foot, 0.5 to 8 grams. I have to say, I think that from my experience with it, 5 grams seems to be the maximum. I've fished a Ned rig on it with the smallest possible jig head, and I thought that was probably a little bit too heavy at about 7 grams. So what we have here is about 2.5 grams Berkeley power shad on the baitcaster. And the reason you need to adjust your brakes so carefully and the settings spool setting is because you're not casting a lot of weight. So therefore, when you cast the lure, you haven't got the weight of the lure pulling the line off the spool as it turns. So what happens is when you first cast, it gets the spool rotating, and then the spool overtakes the speed of the lure, which then causes the backlash. So if you have it set really light, you have to control it with your thumb like that. You probably didn't see that, but if I was just to cast that as it currently set, with a brake on 4 and the spool tension knob sort of just getting the slack out of the spool, I would end up with a massive great overrun. But if I was to put a heavier lure on, say a 4 or 5 gram lure, then I wouldn't get such a backlash, because the heavier lure is dragging the line off the spool